What is it, Gary?
Papa John Phillips is on the phone.
Oh, what were you running around in the hall carrying on?
What do you mean?
I don't know, something was going on. You said you didn't want me to talk about it.
No. What do you no, I don't.
All right, I didn't know what it was.
No.
Hey, anyway, so we wanted to get Papa John on the phone. Let me just get him on here so we can get this lined up. Hey, Papa John, how you doing?
I'd rather talk to Ralph, please.
Yeah. So anyway, listen to this.
Yeah.
So
Good morning, Papa John.
Good morning, Papa John.
Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Okay.
Hey, Gary, you should get that reporter on the phone. Right, Papa John? That guy who was hassling you?
Oh, yeah, the little twerp.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this. So, you know, everyone loves Papa John. He's the guy from the Mamas and the Papas who, of course, wrote all the great songs, you know. Basically, the other three were backup singers. But Papa John wrote all the songs for the Mamas and the Papas, Monday. And he's been a guest on our show from time to time and always comes in. We have a great time with him. But so, you know, he's been very honest in his book. He had problems with heroin, coke, you know, you name it, he had problems with it. And he's, you know,
if it could make you high, he had a trouble.
Yeah, he was a substance abuser. He had alcohol in his life, and he admits to it. He's not trying to hide it. He admits to it. He had a really addictive personality, right? Even remember with your daughter, you even did coke with her, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
See, he admits it. He's not trying to hide anything.
He doesn't lie. No.
Right. He doesn't lie.
And she's on Melrose Place next week, too.
Your daughter?
Yeah. She's
Mackenzie?
all straightened up and clean and having a wonderful time and doing great in Hollywood.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so anyway. So, of course, Papa John's liver gave out.
It couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, everybody knew it was going to go.
Well, it got cancer. It got cancer, what happened, you know?
Yeah. Would you have cancer of the liver?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got cancer
So
of the liver.
it wasn't the drugs, you think?
Well, it could have been a little bit of the drugs, maybe.
You know, it was, it just went.
His liver couldn't fight off everything.
Yeah, and I mean...
It's too much for it.
And Papa John had the Ferrari of livers. I mean, it took every bit of abuse our liver can take.
And then it finally gave out. It was a good liver.
Yeah, it was a good liver.
It was a fine liver.
So anyway, this guy, so Papa John goes into the hospital, and he's laying there near death. I mean, you were days away from dying, right?
Yeah, about 7 days.
About 7 days they gave him, and all of a sudden a liver comes available. So this doctor walks up to him and says, "Hey, Papa John, we just located a liver. Would you, you know, do you want this liver?" Papa John goes, yes, of course. And they go, "Well, listen, do you promise if we give you this liver, you'll never take another drink?"
That's not true.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Yeah, I don't think that they ever asked that.
No, they don't do that.
Oh, because the guy from American Journal says they asked that question.
No,
he said he asked that question.
They suggest that it would be better that you not drink.
Right. And Papa John says, "Of course I'm not, you know, yes, I agree."
I'll try my best to cooperate with your program.
Right.
He's always tried.
Yeah. Papa John has tried to cooperate with every
I'm
program.
one of the triers of all time.
It's not like the guy, but he said to them, "Sure, I'll try not to drink as soon as you give me the new liver." Anyway.
One of his favorite things, though, is falling off the wagon.
Right. You see, I'm going to show
Robin, you know, my liver is from a black woman in Georgia.
Right, who never took a drink.
Who never took a drink.
Right.
It was a brand new liver.
He got the Ferrari of livers.
This liver had never been tested.
Can you imagine what that liver must be saying now?
It's drunk.
It's like, holy mackerel, look what's going on.
I never knew.
What a great life I've given this liver.
Right. So anyway, so Papa John gets his new liver.
Yeah.
Guy makes a miraculous recovery. Looks great.
Moving around, walking around, something we never thought we'd see him doing again.
Yeah, I never did.
So this guy from American Journal decides he's going to do an expose. He's going to say, hey, how come Papa John gets a liver when somebody else who needs a liver doesn't get a liver?
Yeah, here's a guy who really tested his liver and threw it to the wolves.
Now, the point is, 99% of the people who do get liver transplants have pretty much abused their livers.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean,
a liver is supposed to last you a lifetime.
Yeah.
These people have just used theirs up.
And Papa John doesn't try to hide it. He's saying, hey, listen, I abused myself, and I need a new liver. Now, there are some people who haven't abused themselves, but quite frankly, the people who haven't, in this particular story that they did on American Journal, the woman has another year and a half to go on her liver. So what they do is they take the guy who's closest to death, and when a liver comes up, they give it to you.
Yeah, it's a national list.
Yeah, there's a list. So, okay. So Papa John gets his new liver, the liver of a black woman who went to church every day, never drank.
This liver has been nothing but prayed over.
So
that's right. And, they didn't give me a new soul. They gave me a used liver.
So he's out shopping one day. He went to the grocery store shopping. All of a sudden, some dude pulls up. I watched the show. They run up to him. Papa John's like putting some stuff in his trunk of his car.
Yeah.
The guy just runs up and he goes, hey, man, you got a new liver, right? Papa John goes, yeah. He was being pretty friendly to him. He was like,
yeah, it's very friendly to him.
Yeah. I mean, who did you think? You didn't even, like, who did you think he was?
Did you know who he was?
No, they were hidden behind cars with cameras and things.
Yeah, so Papa John's like, imagine you're like,
sting operator.
yeah, like he's completely confused. And at first he's all smiles. He's like, hey, this is cool. I'll go with it. I mean, what's going on here? So the guy goes, are you Papa John? Yeah, I'm Papa John. So then the guy goes, you've been drinking, haven't you? Papa John goes, what? He goes,
it was like a little boy being caught.
yeah, right. He goes, who are you? You know, like he doesn't even know who it is. I mean, he doesn't know who he's talking to. Like it's
not like they came up and identified themselves. We're from American Journal, and we think you've been drinking.
First of all, you got to remember something. This is what the world has come to. This is how bad everything's getting. He hasn't done anything illegal. Yeah. Even if he does drink, here's my point of view. Even if he drinks, he can start drinking now from till tomorrow. He didn't sign anything that says he wasn't going to drink. He's not breaking a law by drinking. Mm-hmm. I mean, you might say Papa John, hey, gee, Papa John's weak. He shouldn't be drinking and all. You might think.
But we knew that, as I pointed out, before we gave him the liver.
Exactly. I mean,
Thanks for the break, Robin.
This was a total ambush. It's nobody's business. I mean, he's a private person who. By the way, I think he got a great invasion of privacy suit.
No, wonderful.
Because I'll explain why.
Well, you're going to have a hard time proving that because Papa John is Papa John.
Wait, I'll prove it to you before the end of this phone call.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, listen to this. So Papa John's in the parking lot of the supermarket, and the guy says to him, hey, you're drinking. So Papa John goes, no, I'm not.
You meant right then.
Yeah, no, but the point is, he is under no obligation to talk to a guy in a parking lot and tell him what he does.
Yeah.
So then the guy comes on with a big voiceover and says, despite the fact that Papa John told me he wasn't drinking. Now, mind you, Papa John doesn't even know who the guy is. Despite the fact that he told me he wasn't drinking, they set up, listen to this, they did a sting on him. They set up, Papa John doesn't even make a secret that he's drinking. He goes to a bar and drinks. If he wanted to make a secret of it, he'd drink at home.
Stay at home.
He's in a bar, he's having a Long Island iced tea. The guy goes, Papa John is having a powerful Long Island iced tea. They got a hidden camera in a public place on Papa John.
Billy Reed's here in Palm Springs.
Can you believe this? So I'm saying now there's invasion of privacy. You got to understand something. I'll tell you why. Let me explain invasion of privacy to you. You want to understand? Papa John, do you know the invasion of privacy laws?
Well, only from my side.
Let me tell you what it is. If you go into a place like a bar,
yeah,
where the expectation is that you're not being filmed, you're not breaking any laws, you're not doing anything illegal.
Right. Somebody
takes and hides a camera on you and then uses it on television. That's invasion of privacy.
Yes, but you're talking about a private citizen.
Nope. Talking about, you could be, that's why Lady Di just won her case at that gym. They put a camera on her while she was actually exercising and spreading her legs wide while she was exercising.
Do you remember where she was when that happened?
She was in a gym.
No, she was in Great Britain. They have different laws.
No. It's this invasion of privacy is the same law here that it is in Great Britain.
All right. I would like to see you take that
Robin?
in court.
It is.
Robin?
He didn't go. He went into a bar. The expectation is that you're not photographed at a bar. It was unbeknownst to the bar. It was unbeknownst to Papa John that there was a camera there. He wasn't breaking a law, and it was shown on television.
It reminds me of your stag party, Howard.
Right.
What?
Let me ask you something. Who knows? I think Papa John's been hitting the sauce. Papa John, you hit the sauce this morning?
No.
You're just tired?
No.
Hey, did the e-camera crew bring you some drinks?
No.
No? I told them to, but they...
no, they wouldn't do it.
They chickened out.
Yeah.
I said, get some Bloody Mary mix from Papa John. He's got that new liver. He's got to test it. He's got to go from 0 to 60.
No, I have my faithful cup of coffee here.
So, anyway, what happened when that guy came up to you? Were you flipping out?
Well, yeah, at first I was very agreeable, as you say.
He was.
And I was packing my groceries in my car.
Right.
And I got in my car. He said, why don't you talk to me any longer? And I said, no, I don't like you.
Right.
You were being honest.
But you have why should you have to talk to him?
I drove away. I drove home and I packed my groceries.
Right.
And later I went to a restaurant. And I haven't seen this piece, so that's described to me as I have a red drink in front of me and a brown drink.
Right.
And they say one's a Bloody Mary, one's a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah.
But I don't know,
Who knows what you were drinking? What is it, Gary?
I don't know if you care, but Dominic's on the phone, and he just basically said that there is no such law in New York.
Invasion of privacy?
I just told you that.
If the expectation is that you're going into a place to have a few drinks, and there's a hidden camera, like, why can't I put a hidden camera in your bathroom at the ladies' room here at K-Rock.
That's different
Why?
than what you just said. First of all, Papa John was going to a public place, and he is a public person.
That is not a public place. The expectation is you're privately drinking in a bar.
There are different rules of privacy
Wrong.
for the famous and the non-famous in
Wrong.
this country. Our laws are much more lenient
you as famous,
than the laws of Great Britain. That's what I was trying to point out to you.
You as a famous person go to a club tonight.
But I wasn't raucous or singing or anything.
What was that, Papa John?
I wasn't raucous or singing.
No, you weren't raucous at all. First of all, if you're going to determine who's famous, Papa John's, he's not exactly in the limelight.
That's going to be the argument.
That's right.
That is going to be the argument.
But Papa John wasn't doing anything. Where's Dominic? Dominic.
You know that
I'm not wrong. There is invasion of privacy.
Wasn't I right, Dominic?
Yeah, you're right. Here's the law real quickly. In England...
So today I'm going to go out and tape people walking around and doing things. I'm going to run on TV. All I know is...
It's got to be a public person.
That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chase Heather Locklear around with a camera, and when she goes to the can, I'm going to show it on TV tonight.
No, but we could follow...
Why not? She's a public person.
You could follow Al Roker shopping if you wanted to.
Not shopping.
As long as they're in a public place.
Shopping is not what I'm talking about.
All right. In England, they have a law which protects the Queen and King and the royalty, and and they have a privacy law. In the United States, especially in New York, we do not. If you're in a public place and a bar is considered a public place and you're a public figure, that's your living. You are a public person.
That's right.
Now, in a bathroom, if you remember, there was a famous black rock and roll singer who had a camera in his bathroom and he was taking pictures of women.
Okay, now what if those women were famous? You're telling me it's okay?
No.
Different.
Why? Why is it different?
Because the bathroom is not public.
Neither is the bar.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Anybody
it is in a hotel.
Anytime.
Your expectation of privacy is that you are, while people can see you, that you are not being filmed.
Arguing? How
I am arguing because I'm right.
You're wrong. The law doesn't say that.
I am right.
Can I tell you something? The test is not what you expect. It's the test of what the reasonable person would.
Expectation of privacy. I know I'm right.
There is an exception.
I know I'm right.
I'll give you the exception, Howard. If we took your picture in a bar and then put it on a beer commercial, then we would be taking advantage and violate what's called 50E of the Civil Rights Law of the state of New York. But other than that, you walk down, they do it to you all the time. What are you talking about?
No. If I'm walking in the street and there are cameras on me, I understand that is implied that I am going to be on TV.
Okay.
When I if I walked into let's say, a private club tonight, let's say I went to the Friars Club.
Okay.
It's considered a private club.
That's a private club.
No, they could even use that, Rob.
That hotel is a private hotel where he was drinking. Papa John was drinking in a hotel.
A hotel is a public facility.
It is not a public facility. It is for paid guests.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
I can walk into any hotel now and go into their bar.
Yeah? No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
What is wrong with you?
You can't always do that. They can make it for paying guests.
Why is it okay for Stuttering John at a private party to go up to someone, speak to him, and we can put it on the air without paying that person?
Because he has never gone to a private party and done that. It's not okay for him to do that. Wrong. He has to
his microphone right out there. These people know.
I can't hide a camera and do that.
No, wait a minute. Now you're doing something different. You just said
they did a hidden camera on Papa John. The hotel didn't even know there was a camera in there.
Well, that's actually allowed, but what it would not be allowed. I would give you one way that you might have a lawsuit.
Go ahead.
And the one way you might have a lawsuit is if I tricked him into a hotel room, maybe, and there was a prostitute, and there was obviously some.
No. I'm not implying. I know exactly what you're saying, and I'm telling you I'm right.
But
why are you saying that? He's a lawyer.
How come he's a lawyer? Anyway, listen. Skip the point for a second. We won't argue it all morning. But Papa John.
Yeah.
And Dominic, you got to admit this. And Dominic, when did you become such a big part of the show? What, are there no other lawyers?
I liked it when he said we could put it on the air.
Yeah, we could put it on the air. Suddenly it's we.
He's our lawyer.
Yeah. The point is that life has gotten so wacky that they're taking Papa John, putting him on TV, and holding him up as some kind of example now that he got a liver, and somehow he should become Mother Angelica.
Or give the liver back.
Yeah, give it back.
You'd rather give it back than have to do that, wouldn't you?
Well, there are people that think there should be a law that says that you are not allowed to slander someone, or even by photo, let's say, slander someone, unless you can prove the facts to be true, which is in England's way of doing business. In England, if I slander you, I have to prove that I can say that slander is true. In this country, it's the other way around.
Yeah, why don't you write a law book, Dominic, right on my show? Hey, Papa John, all I wanted to say is I thought it was pretty sleazy.
That I agree.
Really sleazy.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty low. And I felt bad for Papa John because, you know what, he's a pretty gentle soul.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm very thankful for all the people who helped me. You know,
You sound sober today.
and getting the liver and going through all this. It's been a tremendous ordeal, and it's been very hard. And for them to sort of sneak around with the camera and take hidden pictures of me, I mean, who's interested?
yeah, well, I mean, I was interested. It was a good piece.
Sure.
I mean, I was
you know, I
interested.
just think it would be sad for the woman's family to see what's happening to her.
What, the black woman with the liver? Why? You know what? Papa John could drink from now until he dies, and he can't make a dent in that liver.
Yeah, but
What's the-
you know, she probably had a very religious family.
You give a guy like this a brand new liver, he's got to test it out and kick the tires.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Right.
I'm simply saying the family might have a few considerations.
Right.
This liver has been to Hong Kong, Shanghai, Bangkok.
Uh-oh.
I mean, now you've been to the world tour.
You're saying that liver has had more fun since it got inside of you than the whole time it lived inside that black woman, right?
Now you're talking.
Right.
That liver hadn't lived.
You know, and Papa John's making sure that when he dies, he can't pass that liver on to anybody.
That's right. It won't be any good for anybody else.
Hey, you allowed to pass that on to somebody?
Gee,
I don't think so.
We should keep that liver going.
No, you know why? Because of the anti-rejection drugs and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, probably right.
That liver could write a book. Hey, anyway, Papa John, you're working on a couple of new things. You got a new album coming out or something?
Yeah, I have an album coming out with Nick and Keith.
Right.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's Mick, Keith, and Papa John.
And a Papa John album and a Mamas and Papas album.
So things are going okay.
Oh, coming out in the spring, and I'm real thrilled about it.
Good. All right,
Well,
Papa
we'll
John.
see you when you're coming around.
Yeah, you better get in here with your new liver.
Okay.
All right. And Dominic, thanks.
I'll bring you a biopsy.
Yeah. All right, take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Papa John. Papa John was slurring his speech a little bit, but I think...
But he does that all the time.
Yeah.
Who's interested? Who's interested?
Look, listen, the guy has always been open.
What
that
did you think he was going to do? Celebrate if he lived?
Yeah. You don't let a guy out of a hospital with a brand new liver.
Not with his record.
Not his record, and expect him not to be out there celebrating. I wonder, like, when he had it, like, at what point did he have his first drink?
Yeah, and how was that?
Quick, get him back on the phone.
You know, because probably for a little while he was scared.
Yeah.
I'd say in
Yeah. Hey, wait, Gary, can you get him back on real quick? You must have a number there. I just want to know at what point, like, you get the liver and you go, you know what, I'm turning over a new leaf.
Yeah.
I wonder, does Papa John just say, a-holes, I'm not turning over any new leaf?
Does he immediately just say, I'm going back to my old life?
Yeah,
Or does
yeah.
he try for a little while
Right.
to do the right thing? To walk the straight and narrow?
Yeah. Wait, Gary's getting him back on the line. I just got to know, and then I'll break.
What do you guess?
I bet his visitors brought a thermos.
I bet he waited like 2 months.
I'd say coming out of anesthesia.
Even Papa John. Wait, okay, I got him on. Hey, Papa John. Hey, where are you?
Hold on, Howard.
Okay. Something going on over there.
He's ordering.
Probably the E-Crew is just getting reset.
Oh, they had to
By the
put...
way, Howard, how is your liver these days?
Hey, keep your hands off my liver.
Ready for transplant?
I'm one of those dopes that doesn't let my healthy liver...
Robin could give you her liver, and in that great tradition.
Yeah. Hey, Papa John.
Yeah.
We were just having a discussion after we hung up with you. So after you get out of the hospital, right away, do you first say, you know what, I'm going to turn over a new leaf and I'm never going to drink again? Like, how long do you wait before you first drink?
Gee, I waited over a year.
Did you really?
Absolutely.
And what made you take that first drink?
I was in the Sahara Desert, and I was dying of thirst, and all there was Zima.
Zima?
Zima.
What's Zima? It's a new drink?
Yes, I heard of Zima.
Yeah?
Come on.
I don't know Zima.
No, we don't drink it.
We don't drink, really.
So-
We're one of those dopes that takes care of our liver.
It's a beer that tastes like soda pop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like
Clear
soda
beer.
pop. It's like a wine cooler kind of.
So you waited, like, was there a whole big build-up to the beer? Like, were you like, uh-oh, I shouldn't have the beer. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it.
Well, no, it wasn't that really. I just felt better and better and better and better, and I feel wonderful.
Right.
And all my blood tests and all that kind of stuff all comes back grade A.
So you figured, hey, what the hell?
You know, see, that's the worst thing you can tell John is that everything's okay.
Hey, you should have told him. They should have kept lying to him.
You're really right, Robin. You should have said, John, one more drink and you're gone. You're history.
And like when you got out of the hospital, you were like, thank you, God, I'll never do this. Did you get religion all of a sudden? No.
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Because I figured you'd be like, thank you, God, I'm never taking another drink. I am never going to drink again the rest of my life.
No, when I got out of the hospital, I said, I'll never be operated on again the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'd rather die than go under the knife again.
It was bad, huh?
God, when I got out of intensive care and looked in the mirror, I thought, why did I do this? No one can live through this. I had 196 stitches.
Oh, man.
Bags hanging everywhere.
Oh,
weird.
It's embarrassing.
And now it's all gone. It's great,
Right.
In shape, and I work out every day, and,
Good. All right. I just had to know.
This and everything.
I just had to know when.
So it was a whole year.
Yeah, I had to know. And then being around Mick and Keith, that couldn't have been easy, staying off the schnapps.
Well, it's been almost 3 years since the operation.
Right.
So, it's been quite a while.
It was amazing they can do it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, and it's a great operation. I heard David Crosby had quite a reaction to them.
Yeah, David Crosby freaked out. That was the other thing on this American Journal. So then the reporter figured, hey, let's go hassle David Crosby.
Right, and he's fresh post-op.
Yeah, right. So he all of a sudden just wails on the guy. He's like, get the F out of my driveway, you mother... It's like he starts just screaming at the guy because they try to nail him, hey, man, But meanwhile, David Crosby isn't drinking or anything.
No, he's still within that first year.
You're very emotional, Things upset you very easily. And I can imagine them going to David's house and doing that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Freaking out completely.
Yeah. Hey, you and Crosby ought to go drinking together. That would be cool.
I'll give him a couple of years.
Give him a couple of years. All right, thanks, Papa John.
Okay, talk to you guys later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's Papa John out there having a party.
He's hysterical. Oh, the blood test is still good?
Beer will always bring you back.
I gotta have a drink. I'm celebrating those good blood tests.
A beer.
Beer.
If I saw Zima, I'd have to drink.
Very hard to believe.
Come on! Go, mix you way before your time. Go, mix you slip right through your prime. Did you know that whiskey is for celebrating? Beer just gives you body weight and comes out of your ears before you comes out of your ears. Comes out of your ears before you're knocked down, rolled out, stone cold drunk.
All right, please.